Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly session of the CreateOS Lounge. Well, now we do more than one per week. I think we're sitting at 3 or 4 per week. Welcome, everyone. This is an important one. Eric. Hope everyone by now knows who I am, and if not, that's a good sign because it means that you're the first tuning in for the first time around. I'm part of the marketing team at NodeUp's narrative pilot. So essentially, just try and help and shape what the team is doing and what we're trying to convey. And today, joined by two other superstars, part of the team, and you guys can present yourself. And this is an important session today.
Load ops we can correct.
I think they're having internet issues, but they'll be back in a second. Yes, are you guys back up online? Hello.
Yes. See, I think before solving the AI issue, we should solve the internet issues.
Yeah. One issue at a time. So yeah, quick intros from you guys, and then we'll take it from there.
Sure. Sagar, do you want to?
Yeah, sure. So, hey guys, Sagar this side. I'm the support sorcerer at NodeOps, and I take care of day-to-day operations as well as community. Whatever feedbacks we are getting from the community, I pass it on to the team members, and that's how we keep on, you know, iterating towards what's next and what to do or what the community is like currently. So, yeah.
Thank you. Hey guys, Mridul this side. I lead business for NodeOps. Yeah, mainly for CreateOS, managing multiple different type pipelines for different outreach aspects. So first one being like mainly focused towards B2B cycle side of things. So we're reaching out to young founders, we're reaching out to solopreneurs, we're reaching out to teams which are small in size, be it like 1 to 10 employees or 10 to 50. And that's where I think CreateOS brings its magic to these folks, because as they are growing, their products are growing, they're scaling, and sometimes there's also a problem of distribution that these projects usually face. So that's where we also come in and help them with a lot of different areas. Since you guys, if you guys don't know, like we go from idea to prod in like one continuous loop, which is powered by AI in general. So yeah, I mean, uh, it's pretty much simple. Like you go on, create something that you have been thinking about for quite some time, or you've been too lazy to set up OpenClaw, or just vibe code on some other platform, and always had that thought of, let's say if I build this something for myself, would it scale? Would it be reached to the right audiences? And if it scales, how would I manage everything being a solo entrepreneur, or if I bring in 2 or 3 more folks in my team? So that's where CreateOS kind of very much plugs in. So you build, you deploy, you scale with everything that is available on the platform, and we give you a distribution funnel as well with our app store in place. There's a lot more things coming in. So uh, we also have MCPs. So if you are a hardcore developer, you use any IDE and don't want to break your flow, you can use our MCPs to deploy anywhere. And then there's a lot of skills. If you already have OpenClaw deployed and using it, you want more and better skills for your vibe coded apps being built by OpenClaw to be more performant and at the same time very much efficient in terms of how much resources it is consuming, then definitely do try out the CreateOS skills. Yeah, there's a lot more for everyone in like who's exploring building applications and distributing them. So yeah, I think that was too long, but yeah.
Your intro.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to say, huh? It's almost as if you've been kept on the bench. You've been doing your own videos as well, which have been amazing, and I probably can ask you about that as well. Something that I wanted to ask both of you. This is probably a bit blindsided because I didn't prepare you for this, but we're now out in the world with a product that is more intuitive, I would say, and less of a niche, right? Because we started with NAS, which is niche of niche within blockchain, and then into deepin. Those are, I think, acronyms that the average person is not aware of and does not know. Whereas AI, vibe coding, those are more common terms. So how have you seen, so given your different areas of focus, right? So then I'll give my perspective as well. So yours, Sagar, being the first line of and the first line of command for community, and you, Myrtle, with dealing with external folks, given the target audiences that we have. How have you, how has the first 2 weeks been for you with CreateOS now being live? You guys look like superheroes looking at each other before you go. You take care of this one.
Yeah. But I think we both have had different experiences altogether, because he is focusing on the how to get enterprises onboarded on CreateOS and how to get more business, and I'm focusing on the existing customers who are in there, who are using the features, who are facing issues, who are building, so on and so forth, right? So far um, the feedbacks from the customers has been good. I think we have a couple of testimonials that can also, you know, uh, back on my words. And though there were a couple of hiccups here and there, like sometimes the build was getting failed, sometimes it was taking a long time, sometimes the vibe coding journey was not as expected as the other platforms. But however, there are many projects that have already been shipped. There are templates that have been created by these creators, as well as move to the template marketplace. We are getting in more templates. Many of it are still in review, but so far, if I have to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 being the best and 0 being the worst, then I would say the feedback or the number is around 7 to 8, and there is a lot of scope of improvement. However, it's just that we have to keep pushing. People have to keep building. They have to keep on giving us feedbacks, and then we, uh, work the platform in such a way that I think we are stuck again. Is it, Eric?
No, I can hear you. All good, all good. Heard everything. So
Okay.
you can keep going. Yeah. Amazing answer.
Okay. So
Myrtle?
yeah, I think that's it. Mridul.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, I think uh, the conversations that I've been having with a bunch of folks, like I mentioned, our ICP is very clear in terms of who we want to target and who we think the product would suit well. Is has been good so far in terms of what setups they would have. Like one of the key things that we want to solve and are trying to solve is like the context switching and tool switching side of things, where today developers have to move from one tool to another, like, and that only happens when you start hitting some scale, right? So for example, don't want to name drop projects here, but like, let's say if you're vibe coding somewhere and then suddenly you hit like a good number of users coming down to your platform, uh, since they are built in such a way that auto scaling is an option, and then the moment it auto scales, your bill also auto scales. So yeah, I mean, that becomes like a huge point at certain point of time. Let's say if you are a big company, then money doesn't matter to you at that time and scenario, considering like you want huge traffic to come in and you want to cater to that traffic. But in early days when projects are like with tight budgets and want to ship out, get PMF, and if they get PMF, like uh, they want to take a very structured approach towards how they want to scale this thing forward. And currently, the setups that I'm seeing is like GitHub Actions. People are deploying on AWS Lambda. People don't have AWS startup credits, but still they are paying for a lot of AWS credits, which again becomes like a very expensive zone to get into. This People have setups on GCP. So we're not trying to be an alternative. We just want to make their life easier. That's what our pitch is in general. And then as they scale, they have the decision of how do they want to scale without touching their deployment pipeline, or yeah, anything else. And there's everything that is needed for them over there. So that kind of becomes like a good hook for these folks to go ahead and try the platform. And maybe if they are very comfortable enough, they are making switch towards CreateOS in general. So yeah, that's what I've been hearing. There are some like improvements, like Saga mentioned. Like definitely, we are working a lot on the create flow. Uh, the deploy flow is functioning pretty well, which is why B2Bs are very much coming towards us, because they don't deploy or they don't vibe code that much. It's very personal to them in terms of they want to, let's say, vibe code a expense manager, and they don't want to pay like a 10 bucks monthly for something like that. Or for example, TickTick, if you know, TickTick is an amazing to-do app. Uh, Not sure if you know, but MKBHD or Marcus Brownlee recommends TickTick. But you don't have to pay for TickTick today. You can just vibe code it for yourself. Like it's a simple template that you can build it out, or even you can ask the LLM to or give a reference of like a website link, and try and understand what TikTok does and just build it for yourself, and it'll cost you way cheaper than what you would end up paying for a month, right? So it's more about like consumer applications, personal consumer applications. If you are using day-to-day life, it's pretty easy for you to substitute those and just build it, tweak it the way you want to, because customization is something that you won't get anywhere else. So yeah, that being said, I mean, good progress so far, and a lot to do and go ahead with.
Absolutely. Lots of learnings, I would say, also from marketing standpoint. It's what CreateOS has set out to do is pretty ambitious, I would say, because more often than not, you find individual flows. Say it's create, there's already like notable popular vibe coding platforms, without name dropping, everybody knows them. And then for deployment, there's other trusted services already available. What we're trying to do is novel by sort of putting them all together. And I think there's no better way to actually describe the product than being like a unified workspace. So with that comes also a lot of opportunities in terms of pitching and conveying what users are able to do essentially once they come on. But it's there's been a lot of learnings, I would say, at least from my perspective, in terms of actually narrowing down based on who you're talking to what you want them to use the product for, right? As opposed to just giving so much freedom that just send the link and it's so self-explanatory. I wish it was, because it'll make my job a hell of a lot easier to just share a URL and then let them enjoy. But I think that will come with time. I think this is the stage where you have to do a little bit more of a hand holding and understand, like, educate, right, and carry them through this transition. And then as Sagar and Murdo mentioned, we'll be adding templates. So we're also adding trying to tackle that element of what after, once you do vibe code something, in terms of what can I actually do with something that I've put money and resources into, in terms of visibility and just distribution, right? Which is what I think is the hard thing right now. Up until like a year and a half, 2 years ago, everyone was able to. Well, the scarcity was being able to build, so there was a scarcity of developers and builders. But now, with the tooling and infrastructure that everyone has and every consumer has access to, there's more of a plethora of building solutions, and not, I think the end consumer is more overwhelmed by what's available, because I'm sure my feed is pretty similar to yours. You're just bombarded with new tools, and it's just hard, you know what I mean, to not feel overwhelmed. So this is why I think today is a particularly important day for the community and also the team, with the launch of our new initiative. It's something that was in the works since since CreateOS has been in the making. So I would say a few weeks, and it's the start of the Build It Now initiative. And essentially, as the term says, it's the fact that you can build it now, and is anyone and everyone is able to do it. The reason why we haven't done it in the past, because we didn't have the platform and the infrastructure and the environment to do it, and the workspace. And now that we have CreateOS, we can. So essentially, what will happen is that in the coming weeks and, well, months, I would say, because it's something that we'll stick to and commit to, the team, considering that we are distributed across the world, Italy, India, Dubai, New York, just all over the Singapore, all over the place. We'll be going out onto the streets, you could say, and speak to anyone out there, and ask them, like, what is one idea that you wish that you could bring to life, right? So go from 0 to 1. Of course, this is not that by using CreateOS you develop like an Uber or like a WhatsApp standard grade app, but more of having a working prototype that you can iterate on. Because I think once you have something tangible in front of your eyes, it's easier to have that initial kick of dopamine that, okay, I can get this up and running. And yeah, so this is an invite for anyone out there to use CreateOS. And of course, there will be more structured activations in place with the community on socials and just across the board that will incentivize folks to come in and use the hashtag Build It Now to document, if they've onboarded folks on friends of theirs using CreateOS. But from our episodes, you'll be able to see that anyone who might be a designer, might be a developer, might be whatever their background, will use CreateOS for a purpose, right, of bringing to life something that previously was just in their head. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think about this initiative. It was personally my idea at the beginning, so I'm perfect. I'm kind of, what can I say, biased towards it. And I think if done correctly, it can show the power that anyone is a builder. And at the end of the day, I think building should be something that gathers people and unites, as opposed to divides. And up until now, it's been Myrtle and Saga are technical. They know how to code, and they know Java, or they know Rust and stuff like that. Like, that's their domain. But it's not like that anymore, right? And I think there's power in that, and that's something to admire, right? And I think it's an exciting time to be part of. Are you guys excited to be in this era and time and working for such a team, or not?
Absolutely, Eric.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, +1 to that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So go on.
no. So I mean, I think the time to market is like something that we used to think a lot. Like, if you remember, uh, finding PMF has been like a challenging point for a lot of products in early days, right? Or this building an MVP. Like, people used to just create like Figma animations or like designs in general, and automation, not automation, but like just simple clickable action, so that it just used to show what a product is like and how it would function. I think that whole thing has been eradicated. Or like, just if you want to test your ideas right away, right? I mean, you just need a distribution channel in terms of where and how you can reach out to those folks and just get your idea validated. If you are hitting certain number in terms of traffic you're getting towards your application, I think you've got your answer in place. The other part, like I mentioned, was like just building something which you think it is interesting, or as a subscription you are using today, right? I think, not sure if you like how often do you guys explore applications, but I like to follow this channel called How to Men, which just like every month the guy comes in and shares a bunch of cool applications that are out there, and just reviewing them in terms of, okay, this is an open source application, this is XYZ application, and sometimes there are paid applications which are very awesome. You can just like take up that idea and build it for yourself. You don't need to pay for anything which is very personal to you. And at later point of time, I think we'll bring in MCPs as well to while you're building the applications and APIs. So let's say if you want to bring in data from like external sources, you can just plug in that API, and you'll have a functioning application where you're already paying for a subscription or a service uh, that is out there. Um, uh, and yeah, I mean, think it's like limitless in terms of what all use cases you kind of come up with, uh, and just try it out. I think that's the most important thing here, because uh, you just don't have to sit with an idea for months and months just to get it out in the market. It's the time to go out in the market has been like, I think, shrunk down to 1 day max if you want to put in some good amount of time just to make sure that you nail it right. But 1 day, 2 day, max 1 week, it shouldn't take more than that. Just go with it, try out stuff, build it out. We will support you with distribution. Even though if you want to go out with product, and we'll support you. So things are endless. But yeah, Sagar, if you have any thoughts.
So for me, it has always been a technical barrier because I have never been, a technical guy before, right? So if I had an idea, I had to go either to the team members here or to someone whom I know in my personal connections to actually ship something for me. But with creators, I have tried it out. I have shipped a couple of things, and just saying here that I have three templates that are under review right now, and I'm proud of that. It's just
Of
some
course.
uh, challenges, like mind challenges that you guys can play out, uh, just to sharpen your mind. That's it. It's a small game that you can play, but still, I'm proud of it because I made it by myself, and this is not something that I thought of. And even after, since the vibe coding, the thing that vibe coding is easy, and we can build it and all of those things, I still find it difficult to actually build and ship a product. So with creators, it has been a lot of easier now, and yeah, I think it's a good, like you said, right? It's not even 24 hours for a product to go live. It would hardly take anyone to build something and ship it, so it's as easy as that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, you won't know this, but like here in office, like we were just joking around something. Uh, I'll say apolitical, not political. Like we all here are
Okay.
apolitical folks, and looking at in India's politics and all, like we thought of like just making like a meme kind of game, replacing
Okay.
some faces, like replacing barriers with an opposition party, and the main character like flying around over here, something similar to Flappy Bird. And the moment it got built, it was such a like great feeling of like, dude, we built this. Like there was some cool sound clips in it. There were actual images that we used, and it was not deployed anywhere. It was just for our fun kind of scenario. And yeah, I mean, we just shared it with friends. um, I think we hit around 70 odd unique users, but yeah, it was still a good way to
Not
uh,
bad.
verify or see people are people liking. Like there was no distribution for this, like because this was like still deployed, and the link was not available anywhere. We just shared it across with friends, and they shared it across with their friends. So we got like a good number. Maybe at some certain point of time, if legal allows, we may I mean deploy it and make it public or available through App Store for sure. Like we'll have to go to the same Like I think the flow of getting our app reviewed by the team, which would be me. But yeah, uh, I mean that's something like just like for like this was what like it took us not even like 30 odd minutes to make this game, and it was fun to play. Just because it was fun with sound effects, fun with images, and yeah, cool stuff. So it's that simple.
I think it's a good example of when I don't know what you guys think. Like, I think what you just shared is also like a moment of fun, right? It doesn't have to be anything. So like, building could be anything, right? Like, it could be something dumb and stupid, and it doesn't necessarily have to be ethical or moral, because like you can no because like it's something that you can keep for yourself and then just share with your friends. And then if you choose
Yeah.
to deploy it, then it's entirely your discretion, and it's your choice, right, of what you put out into the world. And I think this will only be more evident and obvious as people just essentially build more, right? And we'll do this ourselves. I think actually, fun enough, it's something that the team had a wide, like essentially company-wide discussion today, that will just commit to building more, everyone, right? And so this is like almost as if like the build it now initiative will be part of the team from a DNA standpoint. We'll document everything, so it's not like. And by the way, this is something that we mean as well. So build it now, of course, like there's power in sharing experiences where, for example, Murdo is able to see me speaking to like another startupper here in Rome and see the product being utilized, and that's same as me if I see, Sagar or Naman or Murdo interacting with a builder in Bangalore, and they use CreateOS to bring to life or to further refine a product of theirs. There's power in that. I think it's great to see, and that's the power of community. But it can also be you at home utilizing CreateOS and tinkering. You do simple screen recording or Loom, where you just talk through the reasoning of what you're trying to do, and the deploy flow is very intuitive, super simple. You put it out and say, hey, like I built it now, and you just ask for feedback. I think that's what I've struggled with in the past a little bit, because I'm not a builder, but I think I'll do more. Is just to share and see what others are thinking. And so, for example, if you put together like a landing page, and I share it, someone from the community might say, "Hey, I think this color would look better," or you put this flow there. You wouldn't be able to have access to such feedback and comments if you kept it to yourself. Like, of course, if you think that it's a killer use case that you can monetize on, and you spent significant resources, then the team is here to help and advise accordingly. If you think it's something a little bit more elaborate and with, I wouldn't say greater potential, but with more time allocated and resources allocated. So I would say the message for me, for everyone, is that, also to myself as a reminder, is that there's no recipe, I would say, for a great build. You just start, right? And you meet also cool people. Opportunities might come as a result of it. So it's a great way to connect and build a community. And yeah, you never know what might come as a result of it. So I think we'll also showcase something, a build, right, ourselves, that we can do. Do you want to share the screen, or I'll share my screen with CreateOS? I was using one of the template builds as well. Sorry, the template ideas in the CreateFlow. Do you want me to share?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then we deploy it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully this does not go left sideways. This is the definition of building in the open. You guys able to see?
Yep.
Right. So essentially, the one I chose is the landing page, which is one of the options on the create at the bottom, I would say. I think this has been going for a little while. Let's see. It's thinking. I think it's a little bit more ambitious. At the end, what we'll want to have is that, for example, I put together this gardening website. I don't want you guys to judge me, but I deployed it, and you'll see it as such, like this. So we'll show the I'm not a gardener, by the way. We'll show how easy it is to deploy as part of the create flow. And so yeah, that's the idea behind this. Were you guys able to see my screen or no? Or were you able to also only see this?
So
Create.
we're just seeing the create flow right now.
Okay, let me share. Place. Let's do entire screen, easier. You guys able to see?
No, I think we're
No,
still seeing
it's
the
stuck,
create.
I think.
Doesn't like it. It's a hater. Wait a
No,
second.
there is nothing. Share it again. Maybe I think now this time it will work.
You enter the matrix. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So what I had originally created, this was actually one of my first build, was this one. I think it'll take a while to pull up the chat. Essentially, I wanted to create like a gardening website where, I'm not a gardener, but I love green and stuff like that. So people are able, they wanted to showcase plants. And this was one of my first builds. So I'm putting myself really in the open here and sharing this. So I deployed it, super simple. This was and here you can see. You guys see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, literally this was mega simple and the prompt was rather basic, so it wasn't as elaborate. I had to top up my credits, so I think it was a little bit too ambitious. But I can share with you Apex editorials, and this is something that I had created as well. I can deploy it. Bear with me. But yeah, I mean, Apex editorial. Don't know if you guys have more credits, but I'll do this right now because I wanted to show deployment as well. That's the problem, and that's the only account that I have with GitHub connected. Do you have more credits or no, Sagar?
I do. Let me just. I have a PRD that I created for this session.
Okay, let's go.
If that works. Should I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Let me know once you're able to see it.
Can.
Awesome. So this is the PRD. It's again a game that I wanted to try building. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, I mean, till the time this get built, I mean, one thing that I noticed was like, don't know, like if it was popular over at your end, but on reels and stuff, like I was seeing this a trend. Uh, I mean, although Valentine's Day is behind us, but like uh, a lot of couples, mainly the guys, was like sending an email to their girlfriends mentioning like, "Would you be my Valentine?" And there was like a simple link over there, and the idea was pretty cool in terms of, and I think that's one of the reasons why it got trending as well, was like if the girl tries to click on, and there's two options, yes and no, and if the girl tries to click on no, it doesn't allow it to click no, and it just running away, and it gives prompts like, are you sure, do you really want to click no, but you're the best and I'm the best, and this, like, I mean, keeps hovering around the area and never lets you click. And at the same time, the yes button keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
It's
So
inevitable.
yeah, and then like at the end, she clicks on it and then gets like, "Oh, thank you for being my Valentine, and you're the best, and you're the best I could have gotten, like whatever shit." So this could be a good. Uh, this could be a pretty good template, and I think we're bringing in monetization as well. So just imagine like so many odd people who want to follow the trend and send this to
Right.
their girlfriend or make videos of. You could have just like listed or created a template, listed on the marketplace, and I think good like your Valentine worthy money or more than that to have fun with. So yeah, I mean, if things are trending and if you think you can vibe code it, like just build it and put it
Now
on as
the
like a template.
now that you have said, I just remember I got a wedding card and also Daman's wedding card that we got. We can create a template for wedding cards as well, because
Yeah,
nowadays people share it on WhatsApp, right, instead of
correct,
sharing that physical card.
correct. And yeah, and it would get very easy for anyone to get RSVPs,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I mean, it's more about what and how you can plug things in, and and how useful it would be for you.
It's true. That's what it boils down to. And because I think it's extremely simple, the one that you created and the one that you mentioned, right? And
Mm.
as it'll become more, I think it's already like very popular, like vibe coding in general, but it'll onboard more and more people and try things out. It's yeah, God knows what trends will pop up, right? And there's always new holidays, there's always new memes, and internet culture always stays undefeated anyway. So Saka, would you be able to share a couple of details of what you're trying to build? Because it looks extremely ambitious of what it is.
No, is I don't have some, a similar application. This was a new PRD, but I can show you the one that I've built earlier. So
Okay.
this is a habit tracker.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to this?
Doesn't want to track your habit right now because he knows, he sees in your soul that you're not following any. How would you follow a habit tracker?
Let's try something else. Thank God this is working. So you have to just sort the ball. This is, I think, everyone must have played this earlier. So you can select the levels and you can accordingly just sort everything out.
Now we know what your weekends look like, eh?
Yeah,
By the
that's
way,
it.
you can just like uh, get a domain for that matter and like just put in Google,
Hosted on my domain.
post it on your domain, put in Google Ads,
Mm,
and if it scrapes and people comes down to your platform to play, like even if you have 10 of these games and
mm,
these are like very high SEO optimized, which we try to make
Mhm.
it very optimized in terms of the time you vibe coded.
mm,
You just embed Google Ads and you have a working business model right over there. Not even, you don't have to even like distribute it to a lot of different folks. If you're getting organic traffic, you just market your games application over there. And yeah, I mean, you don't need people to sign up. You don't need people to save anything. They're like just fun, basic games which you can start earning with ads, right?
yeah, I think
There you go.
I've also built a archery website.
Hmm.
So
Is it
that
this one?
was, it is not this one. It's on my
Okay.
personal account.
Okay.
But It has also turned out to be good. The only thing is I have to put those banners and a couple of images, and then it will be just ready. So, on that note, I think it's really awesome the results that this vibe coding platform is giving. Let's see how this game works though now.
So this is the one that you gave it originally, right? To show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I reloading it once. What is it? Where are you, bro? Eric?
Can you hear the background noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, man. It's the neighbors. There's a new one moving downstairs, and yeah, this has been. I've been managing to build with these background noises, so anyone, no one has any excuses. Yeah.
So I was just asking, like, who's having so much fun?
No. It's they're replacing all the tiles, all the on the flooring. Yeah, someone. It's because the lady who lived in it previously passed away sadly a few months back, and now it's been bought by a new owner.
So,
And
just in a month, it got.
no. I would say nearly like a year ago. I would say at this stage.
So
Mhm.
sorry. Just coming back to
Yeah.
what we started
Building,
for.
yeah.
So this is a game where you have to just connect the dots, but in a single stroke. So, for example, this is one. Let's see how the next level is. Oh, fuck, this is really easy. Let's see further.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is also easy.
So with each level, it kind of keeps adding more
Yeah.
lines.
No, that's not good.
If
Yeah, go
you
down.
come again on the same this or lose the connection. Oh, it is still working, but I hope you guys got a gist. So
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Right. Check. Go up.
didn't. Nice.
I like that emoji.
Let's see.
Oh,
Nope.
Nope.
Again, didn't. Let's.
Where'd you get the
try.
prompt from?
I just added I connected to our MCP.
Mhm.
No.
Oh, it also
From
gives
Gemini.
hints.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it said no valid moves left.
No, but why did it say show hint?
Yeah.
That's the starting point. It's
Okay.
highlighting that. Now you can go to some other
Okay.
direction. No.
Definitely I didn't. Okay. If I reset it, okay, it
It
won't show me.
resets the same level.
Okay.
So I have put in a code or the prompt as such that if you are doing it in a single flow, only then your session will be saved on the front end. If not, then if you refresh the page as well, then the sessions will be deleted and you start from level 1.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this your account where your GitHub is connected? Would you be able to show the deployment live for everyone or
Yeah.
no? Please.
Let's see.
Deploy now.
Path master, okay, description, fine, private, create repository. Let's see. Insert, create or write why. Oh. Okay, let's go to the GitHub flow. It is connected. It has the access to repositories.
This is the proof of building in the open, eh? Doesn't get more open than this.
You just have to keep on checking what the issue, where it went wrong.
Yeah, exactly. You have to keep speaking to it
Yeah.
and iterate accordingly. Have you approved the permission before, or is this the first time you're doing it? Because otherwise,
No,
I
no,
would
I
ask
have
you.
given permissions before. In fact, I deployed an application yesterday, the one that I was about to show.
The game.
No, the habit tracker. So I deployed it yesterday itself, and that worked fine. I don't know
Try
where
and click on
it's
applications. Yeah. Right,
create
let's
app templates, autogen,
click on
create
review
OS.
request.
Yes, use passkey. Fine, let's use the passkey. Let's try now. Sorry.
I wish we could vibe code something that would just remove everyone's cold immediately. I think that would find PMF in a heartbeat.
Awesome. It actually created the repository. Thank God. Okay, move, close, open, GitHub. I don't want to do either of it, but I just have to simply deploy. So refresh, path master, main, security scan. If I want to enable, I can. Root directory, if I want to do it, I can do so. Any environment variables that I want to add here on import, I can do that. But I don't have any of it, so I'm just simply deploying. Let's see. Yeah, it's live.
I think it would
Take some time to build, but it's, I think it would be done. If this is completed till this step, then it will simply just allow it to build, and then yeah, we'll have the live URL to play with it as well.
Of course, and ultimately that's what like the proof of what the episodes will actually show, right? Well, at least for non-tech people who will not have projects as part of ready projects as part of the building now
Exactly.
initiative.
Another successful build.
Exactly. So Sagar is the first example. Well, we actually did episode number 1 today, almost with you building your game, and this doesn't have to be about games. Can be about anything. Could be like a meditation app. It could be as a task tracker or a habit tracker, as Sagar mentioned. Of course, don't like be merciful. That not merciful, but like sort of cognizant of the fact that don't go with anything too elaborate or too fancy or too sophisticated. I think build on it step by step, and yeah, just you'll get better at it as you go along.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, since you mentioned meditation app, I was just thinking about what was this meditation app called? This very famous meditation app called Calm. I think there was Calm. There was uh, Headspace. I think something like building something like Headspace would be like quite easy now, considering like all you have to do is uh, basically go to GPT or Gemini and just ask them to create everything that is needed in terms of like the content that is required for each episode, because like these LLMs kind of give very solid structure towards what the content should be like, and then at the end I think you can just ask them to build it, connect our MCPs and deploy it right there. So that is one another flow which you can consider. And for voices and all, you can use 11 labs as MCPs right inside there to have all the audios in
Voiceovers.
place. For video, you can use Xbuild AI or
Exactly.
or anything else, and you have a working at least a prototype or an MVP right there for you to play around
Sure.
and go out in the market. Yeah.
Has it deployed? I agree with you. Murdo. Oh, it's deploying. So this is a good question from chat. Will there be structured support for first-time builders? Yes. So essentially, I would say yes. You'll see from the videos that it's all very intuitive, right? That essentially what we've just shown you in this process will be the same flow that first-time builders will go through. So you go on the create flow on the left, you just go on createos.nodeops.network, you click on create on the left hand side, and you just using plain English or whatever your native tongue is, describe what you want to build, and yeah, just chat with the agent, and the AI, the model takes over. Of course, you have the possibility of selecting which model of choice you want to go for, and but there is of course ongoing support from the team. So if you encounter any kind of technical issue along the way, you can reach out to us, and would be more than happy to assist and ensure that your build goes live as soon as possible. What's going on here? Oh, you're editing your username.
Yeah. See, you need to have your username in place, bro. I think it would be a feature itself. Like we should bring in like random usernames.
It's true. There should be a marketplace for usernames.
I'm not saying marketplace for usernames, but like just randomized username generated for every user who signs up.
Like Reddit.
What? Yeah, like Reddit. I don't know if you've heard recently, but Mr. Beast, uh, like how he got the name Mr. Beast. Did you hear
No.
that story? Okay, so uh, Xbox earlier used to like have this feature where like the moment you create an account, it used to give you like a random username, and for some reason his username was Mr. Beast 600, and he stuck with Mr. Beast and dropped the 600. uh, it's a nice way for or a nice entry point for people to have like good usernames as well.
It's true. It's a pretty simple story. I like it. It's
And no
deployed. There you go.
Nope. But we haven't generated the link yet. Yeah, now we got it.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. It's like
I think do everyone a favor, and I think you in the stream use comment on it with the deployment link, so everyone can play around with it for 24 hours
Yeah.
or something. I don't know, Sagar, if you want.
Sure, absolutely.
But yeah, guys, this is ultimately what it boils down to. So go on the platform.
Eric,
Now, if
I'm
you
not.
have, yeah, no, just do it after the session. It's absolutely fine on Twitter, and just comment with your link, and I think it'll be awesome. And as I mentioned, Builder now is essentially this. You come on the platform, you have an idea, you formulate it, you speak into existence, you go from an idea to a working app like the one that Sagar just showed you. And yeah, you just share with the world. You have a working link, and you're able to onboard, integrate a payment layer if you want to, the Stripe, and those are, I think, choices that you have to do further down the line. But yeah, Sagar, Murdo, I have nothing to add. It's been amazing to build with you two. There'll be more sessions like this one. So yeah, you can expect more builds to come, of course.
Awesome.
Sure. Thanks, Eric. I think this was great conversation, and I would just ask you to leave us because we're still not been able to solve this.
We have to complete this
Yes.
level and then
We'll be a bit busy or spending this.
Until tomorrow, just trying to finish that envelope.
Yeah.
All right,
But
guys, it's been amazing. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, and you can look forward to the first, the official announcement will come after this. Now we wanted to tell everyone by showing you essentially how it's done, and first episode coming next week with builders from all over the world.